exactly what I needed to start my day. Well, not my day, but starting stream. Some nice jazz. So far, I really like the Dawntrail soundtrack. It's very funky. But I hope everybody's doing good. I know it's been a little bit longer than I expected it to be. We've been playing a little bit of Dawntrail. We are still very early on. Let me see where we are. Let me get my list up. Yeah, we are just barely about to finish up like the first tiny section of quests. So yeah, let's get right into it. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliolo saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We should check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. Where of a walk was that? Not a terrible walk, and I'm already like part of the way there. I love the outfits here. Oops, I'm in your backyard. My bad. There is so much freedom to move around here. I did not believe for a second that it was actually going to let me fall there. That makes everyone Muklama, tablets, if you would. Of course. I think it's voice acted. That song usually starts... Oh, never mind. Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. I was wondering why there's certain parts of the tablets that look like they're covered in something. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said that we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tyrell's people. That would indicate and that we would encounter several electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliolo saga. The events the glyphs portray. Do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during a festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelo Pelo village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm that passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged York Tyrrell several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disaster. If we want to avoid wasting time making a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. It's information we need. Just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. That's right. The reservation is under Wuklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. You're really pretty. I love that headdress. We'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Zibelief Tia. Greetings, visitors to Tuliola, and welcome to 4-Hour Cabins. Whenever you're ready, I will show you to your rooms. This way. Is it on the other side of this plane? Yeah, it's like up a days, I think. There we go. Await your companions? Yes. Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Chris. But where are Erinville and Wuklamat, I wonder? There they are. With a pretty bird. And a little man. Oh good, you're here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we were thinking of visiting. And give you credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean at least? I am honored that the Third Promise would seek my advice. I too am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Link pearls. I can't stop yawning. What's this? It's called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Sorry, I was just reading a message. The Tuliolo saga features a member of two Welsh clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are cheerful people who love their festival. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okanu, is located in Kazamauka. The other smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, men of business-minded folks from Urkapacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wakun Pelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which villages to visit first, why don't you put that adventurer's instinct of yours to work for us, Chris? Pick our destination. Okay, it's gonna split off. I should probably be reading this. I thought it was just going to say that it's splitting off. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelu and vice versa. The second quest will become available from the respective NPC once you've completed the series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak with the NPC you prefer and embark on the trail for the rite of succession. I don't mind either of you. It looks like the one that is first on my list is going to be the Kazamauka. So that would be the Hana, I believe. No, I was wrong. Wait. To Kazamauka, okay. You were saying the quest to Urkapacha will become available once you've completed this quest. Okay, so we'll start with Kazamauka. So, what is it you'd like to know? The route to Okanu. We go south through the Arch of the Dawn, then follow the road which runs along the Kazamauka River. Is that right? It is. Be warned, however, my brethren tell me that the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing. Thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kazama Uka, we should head over to the Arch. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill of Zibaleaf TA. It's all been arranged. Bye, Merchant. Actually, is there mail close by? No, it's all the way over there. I ordered something off the cash shop, but I'll just pick it up later. Are we all ready to leave? Then forward to Kazama Uka. Open the way.
Kosamauka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
I will always love Cryo and her big steppies.
Falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. Told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Let's go. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Anvil to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone would be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves at the village before long. Hi, big guy. You're kind of a goofy-looking guy. I love you. What are you? I wanted to be my friend. Everyone's arrived, and none the worse for wear, except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu Hanu village I was telling you about. Okanu. Let me touch the crystal. Before anything else, I have to go touch it. Excuse me. I wonder if there's anything that I can grind for the Dawntrail relics while I am playing through Dawntrail. Or if it's all stuff that I have to grind out after. I'm just gonna Google it real quick. Damn, looks like you do have to reach level 100 and finish the story. Oh, it's all in the Occult Crescent. Okay. Okay. It's like our friend said, the people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they're still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find the selector. Okahali. Oh, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the Third Promise and her entourage. I, Zanu Hali, welcome you to Okanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the Rite of Succession. So our idea about the electors was correct. We just do as Papa said and retrace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. That's surprisingly prudent of you. What? You think I'm being too cautious? No, I'm impressed is all. You admire and respect your father, who's prone to decisive action, so I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Or never. I do look up to Papa, but you should know that he was a pragmatic side too. He has a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is the thinker who takes time to consider all probabilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that that's all there is to him. There's more to the Dawn Servant than you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of reason one day. Ah, well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Okanu, then? Do some groundwork before the feat begins? Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Uklamat has the right of it, as Elder Zanahali is a resident of this village. Learning more about it can only improve our chances in the feat. Might I suggest a diversion of forces? For instance, Erinville, Albisay, and Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Muklamat, Chris, and myself will handle the northern half. Sounds good to me. Oopsie. Wrong button on my mouse. What's over here? Gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. Hi, buddy. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and help the Dawn servants, and we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. While roofs and walls can be patched, there's so much else that was lost for good. Iruklamat, they're really sad. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to were not their usual cheery selves. The storm broke more than wooden reeds. Must be something I can do to help them. I'm gonna look around a bit more. We could help the ongoing repair. The drying trunk and bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. Choker boat. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. Plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the honey, then. Hello, can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. We gotta hurry over too.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Zorolja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Hmm.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh, they're here.
You made it after all.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to
Okay.
be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some
Yeah, there's no
electors may
shot you'd
enjoy
be allowed to
going
do that.
toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The Feat of Reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then we
Okay, you don't
see
have to be
eye to
mean.
eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Yo, I'll fight ya. You'll lose. I have the power of Party Finder on my side.
Damn it. I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
No, you would die if you lost your head. Now, these quests give a good amount of XP. Like 1 million each. Oh, never mind. It'll still take me 16 quests to level up a single time. Never mind. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Aaronville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. Ooh, big lizard. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Give me strength. Let's all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. Let's see. Zenahali described the reeds appear wilted and unhealthy. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresher and clear at a cursory glance. The soil in the paddies is as one would expect, rich in color and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. Hello, frog. Little guy. A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical, doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. Curious. Is there, like, no ether in the ground? That would actually make sense as, like a lingering effect of the final days. No ether in the ground would make it so that way, like, there's no energy for the animals to feed on. And would probably kill off a bunch of the plants. Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries. Well, what do we think? Any obvious problems? There's a sad frog. I agree, the waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Among us. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. And you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless. I couldn't help but be reminded of all those listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know. There's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. Last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. I certainly skipped. It's an indispensable part of their culture. Its absence will only compound their woes. So I say, we help them put on their festival. Give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows, maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. Stranger things have happened. They're on their 5th season. Right? Oh, she's a fan of the show. I failed to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Buklamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird. Yeah, we saw it. The chocobo. And that big building to the north? Let's go and see it. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Give me 1 sec. There. My tiny little fan that I keep like down near my feet was not really working that well. I fixed it. Ah. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Ah, inspect it. Missing an eye. That's all I see at a first glance. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone. Oh, yeah, doesn't have a thing on the front. Oh, that's definitely broken. How would they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? His tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. New feathers, new eye, and some wood. I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now how do we go about fixing it? What's going on here? We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such a poor state. Due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings. No Ihihana. Ihihana! That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it. You've not seen our village. Homes are ruined, we're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival. I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. Celebration of life and growth may help us give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need abakixia for the missing eye, uyuipo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of these I know. Abaxia is a type of precious stone used in arcane enchantment, and uyuipo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial structures. These chosen feathers, however. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magic, and that's something of a problem right now. We Hanohana were gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We're soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Our vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. If we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by the custom, we cannot prepare the festival float. I'll be right back. I hear my mom yelling in the other room. Give me just a minute. back. Sorry about that long wait. Have a good stream, nerd. Aw, you dick. Five-minute timer. Okay. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon a solution. The Wind's Chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor would be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. The float might also function as an arcane device. The float is secretly a weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes. Or pray continue, Alpha now. I mean, I feel like I could piece together that, yeah. It's kind of like a focus. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. Focus? For what? Oh, Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float. A tool for magic. This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hope for a brighter future. 3 years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced of this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I'll introduce you to the shipwright, who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eye and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. And allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okahanu to gather up and vie for the title of Wind's Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. So I was right. They need to put more magic into the ground. The 3 of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and responsibility is mine, after all. I've not introduced myself. My name is Linu Hanu. Nice to meet you, Linu Hanu. And certainly, let's all go together. Thanks to Book Lamat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instinct. The shipwright's name is Wook Evu. He's a Zabral who only moved to Kazamauka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu Hanu greeting. You wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. A proper Hanu Hanu greeting? Oh, that one. Let me put my glasses back on. Hey Tika, how's it going? Thank you for the sippy. Oh, my phone. It is on the floor. Going well, just made dinner? Nice, I just ordered dinner. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okebeke. No? Okebekbe. To the east of here. These names are going to make me lose my mind. Ate these chicken bacon burrito things. Ooh. Those are like 3 really good things. I ordered the most cheat meal possible. There is a restaurant close to here that serves... I know there's a few that do it, but it's gonna sound like crazy drunk food. It is like a bed of garlic fries with chopped up chicken tenders, cheese, and your choice of sauce. It is like stoned or drunk person food 100%, and I have not had it in a hot minute. Sounds like my stone munchies. Yeah. This is Okebekbe, the village of... I'm sorry, what is this music? What happened to the music for a second? This is Okebekbe, the village of all. Those who drift into Kazamauka from Tuliolo and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wokevu, he lives and works in the House of Waters, high, at the top of the large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. So where I am right now is Okebekbe, in Kazamauka, in Miakabekezu. And here we have Uyupoga, Kazanauki, Dokpoga, Flight of Wee Wingless, Many Fires, Miyakabegzoma, Okapacha, Uyubyub. Oh, and how could I forget? Bopuwiuwiu. I am ruining these names, and I apologize. It will continue. Oh, these are a lot of stairs. Oh, they're still going. They outlasted my sprint.
What do you want with me?
Right. The greeting. Oh, Kali!
Oh, Kali!
Oh, Kali. I prefer an exuberant lolly ho. However, this will do.
Good. You brought your manners with you. When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wuklamat. Oh,
I am.
what an unexpected honor for old Wukevu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not? Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, all right?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
Okay. Incredible.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation
I mean,
of
it's
social
literally why we're
protocol.
here.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit.
Okay. I love him. I love this man.
What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo. We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then. Let's get moving.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihiana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out.
I really like Pikul Jaja so far. He's kind of interesting. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Okahanu. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. Expansion names in this are certainly names. I thought that I had trouble with names from like the Elizon, because they're all French. I did not expect to be dealing with, like, names like this. It is taking a toll on me. I'm going to teleport instead of finishing walking all that way. Southwest of here, was it? Let's be on our way. I'm gonna wrap up this quest and then probably call stream because my food is going to be here very soon. Supposed to be here in about maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. And I also keep forgetting I need to call a local shop about my tattoo that I want to get. Cave Kikitola as promised, into many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot Ra Abakiksa by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I shall help scour the outside of the cave then. You take the west half and I'll take the east. Alright. Where is the actual cave? Oh, further down this way. Find a jug of stone glowing a distinct shade of green. Seems like the exact kind of mineral Lunihanu was hoping for. Okay. First try. I'm the greatest. Ah. Too soon. I picked over the ground near the entrance, but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? Yes, I found it right away. Yes, this is Abacoxia. Along with Kryle's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. Stones you've brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. You would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wuklamat's request, despite your initial resistance. Yes. It hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me. And I will walk it, for myself and for my friend. Just a minute. I'm almost ready. I'd accidentally closed out of the tracker for the food. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall. With that, let us return and deliver the Abakixa into Wook Evu's waiting hands. Stop trying to fight me. Man, this is a long walk. Oh, and then it's a long climb. Was there an ether current? I must have missed it. I'll take a look around after I'm done talking to Wookevo. Thanks to the third promise and our mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Uiipu. What of the Epoxia? Have a rock. Yes, these are excellent samples. A goodly quality, too. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Uiupo's conductivity. Then I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work is complete. Ether kind somewhere. Yep, right there. Good eye. I totally did not see it. Couldn't remember if it was or not. No, you got it. You got it. Gotta find times to play. True. You're just about into Stormblood now. You've gotten through most of the trauma. Gathering the Uiupo was a trial in and of itself. At first, Wookevo criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Uiupo tree. I told him not to worry about it, again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen the poles and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. Most of the trauma for now. I'd say that you don't really have a whole lot more trauma coming in until probably the end of Stormblood. Or getting close to the end of Stormblood. Stormblood in and of itself, not one of my favorite expansions. It was really cool, but compared to the others, it was not great. All of Stormblood patch content, really? I don't really remember much of the Stormblood patch content. Trauma starts at the end of Stormblood? Okay, yeah. The end of Stormblood leading into Shadowbringers. Which then, Shadowbringers, still the greatest expansion, in my opinion. Endwalker, very good. Shadowbringers, my god. One of the greatest stories in a game I've played, not just in an MMO. But anyway, my food is going to be here soon. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do feel like with the really slow pace that's going on right now, I think I'm gonna start letting myself play off stream until things pick up. I'll still stream it here and now, or here and then, but I'm not going to strictly limit myself to stream because, first of all, we're getting close to the next expansion, and I would like to be current before it. And right now, we're just back into the busy work at the start of every expansion. So we'll see when that stops, and then I'll probably start again. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm gonna throw a quick raid out to Chibi because I saw that she was streaming. She just went live. I believe she had changed her name. What is your new name? That's right, she is no longer Chibi number 1, or Chibi no 1. She is now Toastcat Cheebs. Gonna be playing some Resident Evil Requiem. So enjoy Dad Bod Leon. Where are you? Toast? Cat Cheebs. There you are. Bye.